Hi guys, so today I almost got scammed by someone on Fiverr, and basically if you want to know like what happened, please stick around for the rest of this video. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. So now it's been long since I posted anything on YouTube. Of course, I had a few things which I needed to do, right? But again, also it was the issue of like editing. When I think of like editing a video, it's a lot of work. But I've decided like to make this video and just not edit them that much and just post them as they are. Maybe do a little bit of editing there and there, but not as much. So now that that is out of the way, now today I almost got scammed by someone five. So like what happened, right? Uh, Someone messaged me, but I saw like a message on my Gmail. So what happened is that I got the message, but when I went to the conversations here, the guy was not there. So what I did is that I went to conversation I clicked here on this like arrow, then I went to spam, right? And there was the guy. So if you receive like a message under spam, most of the times these kind of messages are always associated with scams. Personally, I won't like do anything for these kind of people. Don't do any project for them. Most of the scams. Because even if you click on here, there's a message from like a pop up from Fiverr, and it says like we suspect this message must be a spam and will not affect your spam. So normally don't bother yourself about this kind of messages. This one I did not see, this particular one by Kimberly something something. I did not see this one, but this one actually showed up on my email. So I had to respond to it. At first, I didn't know, so I just responded. I didn't notice, in fact, that this was under the spam folder, like the spam option, right? So I just went on with it, right? But I had my suspicion because each and every time when someone actually tries to take me out of Fiverr, there's always some sort of a not so good reason behind that, right? So I'm always careful when someone gets me out of Fiverr. I know like a lot of people hate Fiverr when it comes to the fees. Like, I mean, the fees are, I mean, huge. Like, and the commissions that they take out of like a man or something like that, it's too much. Some people prefer just to uh, work with clients directly. Now, one of the things which I mastered, like when I'm working with clients um out of like a platform like Five or something like that, where I have some sort of like a seller's protection, is to request you know forward payments. Right? Let me open this particular thing. So I've got like some sort of like a portfolio here. So my portfolio, I have like there's a banner like this pink banner, which is like all orders require a 50% deposit of the agreed price. The PayPal option is provided on this website. For other forms of payment, please contact me. So normally I take 50% of the initial project, right? What happens is that someone gives me a project. First of all, I should show you like the samples, right? If you're happy with these samples, then you pay me 50% of that. Then I start working. It can be the other way. I can start working, then maybe if I've done like something like 60% of the initial job or anything like that, then you pay me. I give you the uncompleted project, then you pay me the 50%. Then when I'm done, you pay me the rest. So that's how I work. At least it protects me. I've actually worked with several people and some small online companies just using this method out of Fiverr. On Fiverr, I haven't really done much, as I think I did one project I did last month or something. That's why I only did one project so far so good on Fiverr. I've never really succeeded in this platform. I think there's a lot of too much competition. I only did one project for a client or someone in this state and stuff like a month ago. So I've only done only one project on Fiverr. Now back to the scam. So how did this went down? So after that, I went on to message the guy. Just first of all, open the message and see like to see like what actually transpired between me and this guy, right? Um, just to show you how they really work, right? Um, right. So the guy said, I should they told me that they needed my translation skills, right? And then the guy said you have to inbox my boss for more details about the project, which is, I think is the project manager or something, this kind of nonsense. So you have to do that on Telegram. The guy's called Chris Smith 009. And I said, I'll do that. Right. Okay. So I went on to Telegram and messaged the Chrissy guy. This is how we started. The guy's called Christopher. I think his name is Christopher Lossmith. So I showed him the chat from the Fiverr account. Um, then he told me. So well, do know that the deadline for this job is 2 days, and the payment offer for this project is 3,000. However, I do understand that the offer is this high due to the agency and the importance of this project, as it serves a very worthwhile purpose. Won't afford any disappointment. So the payment is based bank transfer. I asked him on the language to be translated, and asked me like what are you good at? I told him the language which I normally translate. Then he said, okay, from English to Zulu. If you had chosen like this one particular where I knew, I think in this part that's where I started to suspect something because notice like he didn't ask me for like the samples, right? So normally a client who knows what he wants, right? A client who knows what he wants always ask for a sample. They don't do anything without some, unless if they see your samples, maybe like on Fiverr, right? Where they browse and check out what you've done, for example, right? Previous project and stuff. That's where they order. But without this, like normally they always request for a sample. There's no one in his right sense will pay you $3,000 without even asking like for your previous work. It's never done. So that's why I started to suspect. If he had chosen like this, maybe I could have ended here. So I just also English to Zulu. Then I knew that if you go to Google Translate has like Zulu. So I knew that maybe I just wanted to play with him a little bit. So far so good. I think I'm supposed to submit the project like tomorrow. So actually, he gave it to me like yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. If you want to translate like a document, just go to Google Translate and upload your document right here, and Google will just translate that document for you. I knew that there's this option, so I won't waste my time. But now I noticed like if a document translated on Google, like 60% of the time, it's always accurate. You need to fix it. You need to fix it in certain words. There are certain words which I just mentioned which are not supposed to be there if something was to make sense. So now I knew that the option was available. I just went on with it. But yes, I said this is the file you'll be working on for EV project, 100 pages, da 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 da. Let me check it out. All right, I check the file out. Now, just more like a real translator. Yes, but I'm a real translator. But at least I knew that this was crap. So this is the scam, guys. So I started working on the file. I told them I'm going to work it, but I didn't actually work on it. So I went on to this profile, and these are the images that he has. See, this is a stock image. This one is a stock image, I think. I've seen this picture severally, somewhere. I don't know where, but I've seen this several times, this picture several times. I asked him one question, right? And this was the question. So I already knew that this was a scam, right? So I just wanted to ask him a little bit some other questions as well. I asked him one thing as since I'm doing this project, because at this point I didn't have much information on the guy. Or asked him like, how am I guaranteed that I'm going to be paid after I've finished doing this job? And the guy told me it's Crystal Publisher House. And they told me that they make men for freelancer to clients, blah blah blah. I said you get paid. And I thought, okay. So after he told me that, I went on to search for Crystal Publish House. So now if you go to Google search and just type Crystal um Publishing House, there's some, I don't know, more like a scam website, something like that. This is the one. This is a scam. This website is just a complete scam. How do I know that is a scam? Now, first of all, if you go to About Us, you'll see that there's a dummy text. I don't know much about let me check. I think there's a place where there's a dummy text. I think that there's one, I don't know, maybe it's French or something. This one, Lorem Sabda. I think this is a dummy text. I don't know. But I've seen this phrase on a dummy text. I don't know really what the hell is happening. So I knew that something is fishy. No real website do this kind of stuff, right? So I already knew that this is rubbish. Um, the real, I think, publishing house is called, I think, let's go back here. It's called Here's the LLC. So Crystal, this has to be the real. This is the real publisher, not that one. That one is fake. This one is the real. And even if you go to their website, it said not warning. Be aware that our information is being used by a fake company that has no connection with us. We do not send out any contracts. So this was just enough for me to, just finalize my thought that this was a complete scam. And again, if you go to their LinkedIn, I think there is that. Please be aware that someone has created there's like a huge message. What there are a lot of scams out there. So before you actually do, project for anybody, always ensure that you confirm first, right? Do thorough research, because what you don't want to do is to waste your time. Never do a job with somebody where there's no guarantee at all. But for me, when it comes to a project which is that big, one thing I think what makes me to really take my time is that I'm a lazy person. Naturally, I'm lazy. I don't want to lie. When I'm supposed to do something, my mind just, I just overthink of, certain things before actually doing them. So under this post, like, there are various comments, right? People who have been scammed, and some who almost got scammed. So there are a lot of people, right? I also commented too. You see, they said I also got a 125 page job, and it is a scam. Oh, the scam, don't do it and stuff. So there are a lot of people complaining. So, and one thing which I noticed is that these guys are not just on Telegram, on Fiverr. They're also on Facebook. I actually read a comment about someone actually um talking about the whole thing, and that they're on Facebook, and again they're also on LinkedIn, right? There are people out there who, on a daily basis, basically don't have anything to do except doing scams and scamming people here and there. It's actually bad. These are the names, I think, of the agents or something like that. So, guys, what am I going to do for to this guy? I'm just going to do a simple thing. I'm just going to play with him. I'll submit a Google generated script maybe today. Right? Today is the due date. At least I didn't have time to, work on this kind of rubbish. Did the best thing. I did a little bit of research, and before anything, yeah, I knew that it was a scam. So, guys, always avoid getting into these situations, right? Before actually accepting a job, make sure that you do all the verification which is required, right? You have to make sure that there's a concrete proof that the person that you're dealing with will pay you. Remember, it's not about on how basically the company is legit, right? It's all about there are companies who are actually legit, who might not pay you. for a job. So it's a matter of like make sure that there's a concrete, proof that this company that you maybe which you're working with will eventually pay you for a job. So make sure of that. So make sure that you watch out for the scams, because it's tough out there, and people are doing different and awful stuff. So guys, I think this is just it. So guys, thank you for watching this video, and please continue to subscribe. And if you want to know more about other online jobs, so please just comment below and I will reply to you. And I think from this point on, I think I'll be doing a more of like regular posting of things which I encounter, and just share like everything with you guys. So guys, thank you so much for your support, and my channel is growing. I think we are born on 400 subscribers, but I think we can just go further. And please keep on subscribing and supporting. Um, yeah, so that will give me more courage to do these videos. And again, thank you. Bye.